Well, thankfully, in some cases, yesterday is history and tomorrow may never come. So living in the here and now is what really counts. Joining us with more, life coach and personal effectiveness trainer, Robin H.C. Good to see you.
You too, Ann.
I hope we learn from what we've done in the past, and the future could be bright if we want to embrace it that way. But how do we make the most of the moment?
Well, that's exactly it, is we give up, number one, negative thinking. Right, which is what holds us back and has us sort of in suffering. And we just sort of get excited about this very moment that we have today. Like, no matter what we're doing, just get excited about whether you're working out. And because what we do is, for the most part, people are either in the past trying to figure out why something happened, why something didn't work out.
What they could have done to change it, and you can't change history.
Or they're in the future going, someday, one day, when I finally get X, Y, Z, I get the business going, I get married, I have that child, then I'll be happy. And it's like, we just got to give that up and generate that right now for ourselves, because life is just too short. We have this moment.
So when you wake up in the morning, and I'll ask you personally, do you say to yourself, okay, today I'm going to be on CP24, I look forward to that, so I'm going to make the most of my day leading up to that? Or
Totally. I actually, and this is the truth now, I can say this, it hasn't always been, but yeah, I absolutely jump out of bed in the morning like a little kid, and it's just like, okay, what have I got scheduled today? And for me, it's like I come in here, and sometimes I'm waiting around for about an hour, and I connect with people and I chat with people, and it's like I just value every second of it.
Not everybody has that kind of outgoing personality, and not everybody wakes up thinking, I will seize the day.
Yeah.
So how do you change that? How do you change the mindset, and how do you learn or train yourself to become more enthusiastic about what you're doing each day?
Right. Well, you hire a coach, and that's one of the things. You get support. You declare to people what you're committed to in your life. That maybe you're negative thinking, that you're not communicating with people, whatever it is, however you're holding yourself back. You start to share that with people instead of hiding it, because when you hide it, it's like keeping something in it's just going to grow. When you start to let it out, it releases, and then you've got, you can put something new in that place.
It's hard to find that particular spot, though, where you feel comfortable enough saying to your friends who might have been thinking about you, boy, she's a real downer these days, to finally declare that this is the first day of the rest of your life. They might kind of think you're, losing it.
They might.
Is that okay? Is that okay?
It's totally okay, and that's the other thing, because we really want to give up acting based on other people's opinions.
Yeah.
It's so
That's hard
limiting.
not to do, though. I mean, it's hard not to wonder and worry about what people will think. I don't like it, but it's hard not to do.
Yeah, and a lot of people do it. It's the natural thing to engage in, and it totally doesn't work for us as human beings and having a fulfilled, happy life.
You can depend on yourself for many things, but you also need to use other people as sounding boards and standard, just to make sure that you're not completely going off the rails. How do you find somebody who might be your personal coach, if it wasn't in your financial future to hire someone like you? Can you sort of do a mini version with someone you know and love?
Absolutely. First of all, you can get a buddy, and be accountable to each other. There's a lot of really amazing programs out there right now also. A lot of sort of leadership and personal development programs that you can pay a one-time fee. Some of these programs are fabulous for really undoing a lot of patterns that we have.
You're checking out one tonight, I understand.
Yes, I am actually. Yeah.
And the name of that program?
The name of that program is called Landmark Education.
I've been hearing a lot about it. Now, if somebody wanted to take the step and say, they are physically fit and they have a trainer, they want to be emotionally and mentally fit, they want a trainer like you.
Yeah.
Life coach. What do you offer?
Well, what I offer, and it varies with everyone, but I offer support, and I offer, what I do with people is I be really straight about what I see in their life, in a very sort of compassionate but ruthless way. It's like, here's what I see, and it's not that it's good or bad or right or wrong, but the question is it working for you? And if it's not, how long are you going to put up with that and sort of compromise this moment today, for that, when you can give it up? And for a lot of people, it's like asking for help is, it's a sign of weakness. And it's actually, in my world, it's strength, and that's what I do, that's where I've actually accessing my fulfillment is in allowing people to contribute and sharing with other people how things really are.
You're very good at what you do, Robin. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ann.
All right. That wraps up this half hour here on CP24. Thanks for watching. The top stories making Toronto's news coming up.